I bet these guys wish the Sunday stopped for them. So you've managed to hold on to the squad leader position without getting kicked out of your outfit and losing all of your friends. Oh. Don't feel so bad about it. It easily could have been worse. Now stop moping because it's time to learn some more tactics. Vehicle tactics. Oh, you think you should just let people pull whatever they want, whenever they want it, because they know what they're good at? Well, I've got news for you, pal. This is Game Update 11, and that doesn't fly anymore. Increased vehicle costs have made resources tight, so organization is key to making armor columns work, unless your definition of work is losing and letting the other factions have all your territory. In that case, I suggest you pass leadership off to someone a little more competent than you. Okay, that was a bit harsh. I'm sorry, you're here to learn this stuff. Okay, so first things first, you're gonna need Sunderers. Not just for spawning infantry, but to keep your tank stocked off with ammo. The task isn't to get the Sundies, since every battle rank 5 wants those precious 2 points per spawn. It's more of a matter of making sure you have what you need and nothing more so resources aren't wasted. This isn't even that hard. Just say exactly what you want and tell specific people to pull those Sunderers. If you're vague about it, you'll get 5 Sunderers and none of them will have the right defensive attachments, and then they'll just race each other to the next waypoint trying to deploy and crash into all your tanks. That doesn't help! Oh, and while we're on the subject of Sunderers, make sure that they're always either in the middle or towards the end of your armor column. That way they aren't so easy to pick off, and in case there are any mines in the road, the Sundies won't be the first thing to go. Make sure that when a Sunday goes off to deploy, it has some sort of designated escort so that once it deploys, it can deploy safely and isn't immediately sapped or blown up by a phalanx gun. One last thing. Move the Sunday out of the line of fire and then repair it. Friggin' nanites, why is this such a hard concept to wrap your brains around? What, you think after 8 seconds all the heavy assaults and sappers are just gonna get bored and leave? No, they wanna murder you for your certs! Make sure that when you give the order to pull armor, that everything is organized. Mark a waypoint nearby the place your platoon is pulling their tanks to serve as a mustering station. Yes, that is a word. Now shut up and use it. It's important that you hold everyone back until everyone is ready to roll out. You're gonna have to actively tell this to people because most people tend to go straight to the front line as soon as they pull their tank. When your forces just trickle in like that, all that happens is the enemy see a flood of easy tank kills. When you move out as an effective unit, you can take just about anything. Look at this beautiful efficiency. This is how it's done, folks! But now you're on the defensive, and it's getting real as the enemy kicks you out of their major outpost and you're scrambling to assemble a defensive armor column. What do? Keep a cool head. That's why you're still in charge. Look at the map and try to predict the enemy's path of assault. Then find a place where you can pull vehicles and form a defensive column. Now here comes the hard part for some of you. Make sure that where you're pulling vehicles has at least one buffer territory that you can sacrifice to the enemy to give you some precious time to organize your armor column. Those 5 minutes that the enemy's going to spend capping that area are going to be the precious seconds you need to make sure everything's formed up and ready for the enemy. You can either accept that you're going to lose this territory, or you can use your scattered and broken forces to fight every last inch and slowly lose all of it. If you just let them have the territory, you have a chance of turning this assault around with a good and ready tank column. Look at this example on the screen now. Let's say the Vanu just kicked the TR out of the Ta-Rich region, and now they're pushing north. The TR leader could fight with his scattered forces at every territory and lose it all, albeit very slowly, or he could tell his forces to skip Broken Arch Road entirely and have his guys form a strong defensive tank line and stand a chance of turning the fight around at Crossroads Watchtower. Which sounds better to you? Losing everything slowly, or sacrificing one thing and having a chance to completely turn it around and maybe even gain back some territory? Okay, let's review. Keep a lid on who pulls the Sundies. Have your armor form up at a waypoint before rolling out. Move out as a unit and don't trickle in. And don't be afraid of sacrificing minor territories if it means turning the fight around. Alright, I think we're done for today, aspiring leaders of Araxis. Remember what you learned here and make me proud. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it or found it helpful, and subscribe so you can see the latest leadership videos every Saturday and more fun and exciting Planetside 2 videos as I upload them. And remember, don't leave the Maxes behind!